Imagine spending 27 years behind bars for killing someone close to you. Well, that's a reality one Oregon woman has to live with every single day, and she spent more than a quarter of a century paying for it.
Well, now she is back in society, and KEZI 9 news anchor Ariel Yakabazi explains how she's now fighting to be a voice for those in custody who want to better their lives.
In the news world, we're constantly telling you about people sent to prison for the horrible things they've done. We're talking rape, murder, arson, burglary, you name it. And tonight we're hearing from a woman who bettered herself while she served her time. She spent almost 3 decades in prison and wants others behind bars to know there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Picture this.
I am formally incarcerated of 27 years.
You spend more than a quarter of your life behind bars.
A number of people in my family died and I started drinking, and as I kept drinking, I kept getting more and more violent.
A series of decisions made that led to one irreversible mistake.
And pretty soon I ended up murdering my grandmother. It hurt my daughter, and you know, when you cause harm like that, I don't think that you just leave that unattended. And going to prison gave me the opportunity to look at what ended me up there and how I hurt people.
27 years, that's a lot of time to think, to reflect. For Kyle Black, trying to make up for what she'd done was instantaneous.
I wanted to know, the minute that I got there, I started looking at what ended me up, hurting somebody that I loved and my family.
And so the work started. During her time at the Coffee Creek Correctional Facility, Black learned how to face her demons.
Accountability is really the key in rehabilitation, and being transparent with it.
She battled alcoholism, inner struggles, and incarceration. Now she's fighting for prison reform.
You can't imagine all of the things that happen as you come out of incarceration and that you think, because no one really prepares you for it, and it's not an everyday occurrence that you spend 25 years out of society and then come back.
She's traveling around the state, hoping to spread awareness about getting better resources for inmates.
In 1996, one of the very first things that my counselor said to me is, "You have too much time for us to get you in any programs." 1996 was some time ago, and things have changed, but things have not changed enough that women are getting the services that they need to be rehabilitated.
It's kind of given us a new direction.
At the Lane County Jail, most inmates, or as they're called now, adults in custody, don't spend more than a year here. It's where they await their fates before they're sent to prison. But their rehabilitation starts here.
Although folks coming in and out of this facility, at least for the time that they're here, we can make it as safe and as healthy as possible.
That's where the public safety levy comes in. That was first passed in 2013 and renewed by voters in May.
We had to lay folks off right out of this facility here. And so in the following years, we started working on how can we bring back the functions of our facility here, the jail. And so we put out for a public safety levy that was just to support the operations of the jail itself.
With each renewal of the levy, Lieutenant Jason Moore tells me they've been able to keep most dangerous felons off the streets and accomplish more with AICs. Moore says in recent years, they've also had a big focus on mental health help.
We have a weekly team made up of our medical, mental health, and security staff. They meet and they discuss everybody in the facility that either is suffering from mental health issues or medical issues, that kind of thing, and how can we best serve them while they're in our facility.
The Lane County Jail is one of the places where people can start changing their lives for the better. For Black, she's been raising awareness and fighting for change through an organization called the Oregon Justice Resource Center. She's hoping to meet with people from all walks of life to advocate for change in the criminal justice system.
In our culture today, we scream about redemption and we scream about forgiveness, and we make them so very important. But when the action needs to be done, sometimes we're a little less forgiving, and you still should be paying. How long do you pay? And does that really serve justice, and does it really serve the good of the people that you harmed?
But her message goes much deeper than being locked up.
Prison in and of itself didn't change me. Killing somebody that I loved changed me. And I was never the same after that, and you shouldn't be.
She wants those who are incarcerated to know they can get better.
They are individuals who need the help. And so going to prison is a place where they're supposed to be getting help.
There's a lot to Black's message. She tells me there are always going to be people who don't want to get better, who probably should stay locked up for life. But for people like her, for people who want to spark change in their own lives, she wants them to know about the resources available to them and to get more resources to them. We have more information on our website, KEZI.com. Reporting in the studio, Ariel Yakabazi, KEZI 9 News.